In 1932, the US government began one of the most horrifying experiments in modern history. It was disguised as free healthcare. It targeted hundreds of poor black men in the South, and for 40 years, no one told them the truth. This is the chilling story of the Tuskegee experiment, a secret that would cost lives, destroy families, and forever shake the trust between black Americans and the medical system. In the 1930s, syphilis was a major public health crisis in the US. A cure hadn't yet been discovered, and scientists were desperate to understand how the disease progressed if left untreated. That's when the U.S. Public Health Service partnered with the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama to launch what they called a study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male. They recruited 600 black men, mostly sharecroppers, with promises of free health care, meals, and burial insurance. But here's what they didn't tell them: 399 of them already had syphilis. The other 201 were used as a control group. None of them were ever told they were part of an experiment. Doctors told participants they had bad blood, a vague term used in the South at the time. They weren't told what syphilis was, how it spread, or that it could be fatal. Instead of treating them, researchers watched the disease progress. They drew blood, tracked symptoms, and even performed painful spinal taps, just for observation. When penicillin became the standard treatment for syphilis in 1947, over a decade into the study, they still didn't treat the men. Why? Because curing them would ruin the experiment. The experiment continued, unchecked and unchallenged for 40 years. Dozens of men died. Many passed the disease to their wives. Some children were born with congenital syphilis. It wasn't until 1972 that the truth came out, thanks to Peter Buxton, a whistleblower and former employee of the Public Health Service. He leaked the story to the press. The public was horrified. Congress launched an investigation. The study was finally shut down. In 1997, 25 years later, President Bill Clinton issued a formal public apology. The United States government did something that was wrong, deeply, profoundly, morally wrong. The survivors and their families were awarded a settlement. But for many, the damage had already been done, and the scars, they're still felt today, in the mistrust of medical systems, in the lingering trauma, and in the chilling reminder that truth isn't always told, even by the government. The Tuskegee study wasn't just a secret, it was a betrayal of trust, of ethics, and of life itself. And it went on for 40 years. What else do you think has been hidden from us? Subscribe to Apex of Truth for more stories that reveal the truth, no matter how dark.